lovers, the best place to find the lovers.
Hi, Jill.
Is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me. Trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now my hands stop and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you. Discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Oh, 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 I'm in love with your body.
9 o'clock. I can't believe it. We're up to 20. All right, let me see who I haven't said hello to yet. Dan Lupina, good morning. And Bonnie Peterson, Amanda Watson, they're joining fast. So we are going to get started. I hope you're all doing well on this fine day. Hi, Anya. And Dorothy. All right, if I don't pull up the presentation, I'll just keep saying hi to everybody as they join. So let's get this going on. Okay. 1 minute. Yeah, let's dismiss all these reminders and get rid of all this. There we go. Kaboom. All right, welcome everybody. It is almost the end of the month, March 24th, Wednesday, and we are way late in the month and having a very, very phenomenal month in real estate. So excited to talk with you all today. Welcome. It is National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day. Oh my God, those look so good. I don't know about you guys, but I love those things. And we are here to help you live an exceptional life through our core 4 values of production power, coaching into confidence, wealth builder, all the while creating a culture of awesomeness. Our 2021 Sierra Oaks theme is excellence and growth, are top of mind in all we do. And I see a lot of you living absolutely to that as your ultimate goal. And here are the hashtags. By the way, I didn't notice for weeks. I hope none of you were just being silent and not telling me, but we had a misspelled word in the commitment one. So I fixed it this morning and we've updated our template. So if you were cutting and pasting these, one of the words was spelled wrong. So please use these in your social media moving forward as much as you are able and draw people into our wonderful, wonderful family. We are doing something to keep you all engaged. Again, we are going to do 2 drawings at the end of the meeting. And if you participate by telling us a story, asking a question, participating in the spinning wheel when Lizette goes on here shortly, even talking about something that's happened in the business, it was a positive experience. Maybe you used a program like RealSure, Real Vitalize, you will get entered into the drawing. If you turn your camera on while you're participating, you get entered into the drawing a second time. So let's play. Lizette, you are up. So each week, Lizette asks for 3 volunteers to spin the wheel, and we'll ask them a question. So here we go. Lizette, take over the screen.
Good morning. Do we have any volunteers for this? I can't see you guys, so I'm going to need you guys to say something.
Come on, guys. Let's see some hands go up.
Anybody?
I see a hand. Who is that?
Dorothy Walsh raised her hand. So Dorothy.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Okay, let me go ahead.
So I'll try it again.
Bonnie Peterson will go after Dorothy.
Okay, Dorothy, let's go ahead and spin. All right, your category is who can help? And your question is, which staff member can help you print and bind your listing presentation?
Oh, that's Brooke, because she always helps me. She's awesome. She's my lucky charm, I'm telling you, I swear.
Oh, thanks, Dorothy.
part of your, yes, that's correct, but I'm also here to help,
I
Dorothy.
know you are. You're sweet and adorable too. Thank you so much.
So both of them can help you guys print and bind your listing presentations. Remember that in case Brooke isn't available. Make sure you reach out to Lizette also. They are equally available and back in the office. Super excited about that.
All righty, let's go ahead and spin the wheel again.
And this will be Bonnie Peterson.
Ooh, Bonnie, Agent's Choice.
Oh boy. Sorry, I have this on my phone, so everything's very small.
Can you see it well enough, or do you want us to list off the names?
I'll go with who can help.
Who can help? Okay, let's go ahead and do who can help. So let's do, your transaction is closed. It's still showing as pending on MLS. Who can help with that?
Amy?
You know what? I'm going to give you a star because up until very recently it was Amy, and we just had to move some duties around. So you win. But you guys, you want to give her the new process so everybody knows?
Yeah. So,
Got it, Lizette?
no, you can go ahead.
So right now, Lizette is calling down signs and I'm closing things out in the MLS. If you have something that needs to be closed out in the MLS or a sign called down before, it's been done and before we receive the closing package, just reach out to either Lizette or myself and we can help you with it.
And I'm going to take a moment to jump into the fun here and just remind everybody who maybe isn't aware, because I know some of you are not, we have had systems issues with notifications to the staff since Transaction Manager was rolled out. The company is very aware of the technology issue and has been working to get it rectified. We are going in the right direction, but we are not out of the water yet, and we are still missing a lot of notifications. So we are asking still for your assistance in letting us know when something is closing and when it closes, when it actually records. Because again, not all the title companies and escrow holders are sending the wires and the packages in a timely manner. And we just don't have pre-notification to even send over demands half the time. So I'm really sorry this is going on. I've been here 20 years and have never seen a systems issue like this. So I expect once we get it resolved, it'll probably be the last one for at least another 20 years. But I want you guys to know I feel your pain and we appreciate your teamwork in notifying us when things aren't happening when they should be. So thank you so much. Lizette, let's do one more. Somebody volunteer.
Anybody?
If you don't volunteer, we're going to call on you guys. Oh, Sean Jones.
All right, Sean. Prospect Square. Where can you follow the open and click rate of your campaigns?
In my CB desk.
So this is your Prospect Square. Where can you follow the open and click rate of your campaigns?
I don't know. Kimberly's got her hand up. She knows.
Kim, would you like to answer that? Thank you, Sean, for playing. We appreciate you.
So within your Client for Life campaign, if you click on it, it goes into analytics, and in there it shows you who's opened it, who's unclicked for it, who's not looked at it, who's registered for it, all of that. So it's within your Client for Life.
Good job. Analytics.
Analytics. So if you guys are trying to find reasons to reach out to your database, it's a really great reason, right? You go in there, and if they haven't registered for the $5,000 giveaway, you can call them up and go, hey, I sent you this. You're probably so busy, because I know I am. Let's get you registered, because there's a great chance that you might win. And then you have a conversation because you called something nice for them. Anyway.
This is really good, because now it points out something I need to learn.
There we go. And you know what, Sean? We are all here to help. So reach out to Lizette or Brooke or even me, and we will help you. Okay.
And what I like about the analytics is it allows you to go in and see whose email has bounced back. So if you missed an email, if you forgot like Kimberly is spelled with an IE, and if you typed it in as Y, for me and it bounced back, it gives you a way to see who's bounced, and then it also gives you another option to follow up with those clients.
That is correct.
It also shows who's unsubscribed. So that can also give you another reason to reach out to somebody on the list and ask them if, you know, they may be, I mean, obviously you're not going to want to call them and be like, hey, why'd you unsubscribe from my stuff? But, you know, it might give you a reason to reach out and just say, hey, did you see that email I sent out about winning a gift card? You know, and I'm showing you unsubscribed. Is there, you know, are you not?
Was that an accident or was that intentional? Because I can help you get re-enrolled if you'd like.
Yes.
Yes. You can make those calls. There are ways to do it. I think I probably would, because I don't know that everybody realizes if they unsubscribe from one thing, it unsubscribes them from everything, right?
Actually, I found out, Jennifer, it does not, like if they unsubscribe from Clients for Life, they do not have to unsubscribe from like anything in InTouch either. It's only the one thing, but it does, like if they do unsubscribe on the email that goes out this month, that means they've unsubscribed for the rest of them for the next months. So
and it's worth a phone call. You never know. People do click on those things accidentally when they're getting too much spam in their mailbox. They're just like, I'm unsubscribing. Anya, you have a question?
Yeah, sorry, I have my voice, it's lost, but I do have a question. With this system, is there an option for the clients when they click the unsubscribe that they can choose like, oh, I want to receive a newsletter every 2 months instead, or I want to receive an annual one or a quarter one instead of monthly?
Not at this time, no. And this particular program that we're talking about is a monthly like giveaways, sweepstakes. It's the one that's meant to help you engage with your sphere on a regular basis. And typically, we don't get a lot of unsubscribes in this particular system. We tend to get them in some of the others more often. But I'm happy when you and I get together, because I know we're doing that soon, to show you this in more detail. Okay?
Awesome.
And then the other thing, the one last thing I will add is that if you want to promote your Client for Life campaign out through your social media links, it's the analytics place that you go to either copy and paste to Facebook or to push to Instagram. So if you're wondering how some of us have been putting it on our feeds or our social media feeds, it's under your analytics click. So.
And since we're talking about Clients for Life, before I pull the other presentation up, I apologize for canceling the deep dive at the last minute that I was doing today at 10, because I know a lot of you were planning to attend that. I saw all the acceptance. But I went to pull up the presentation this morning and the file was corrupted and I don't have another copy saved. So I'll be rescheduling it after I obtain a copy of the presentation again. And it'll probably be a few weeks out, because next week we're going to be doing a deep dive on listing concierge at 10 o'clock. Okay.
But if you individually want more information about Clients for Life and how to utilize it and how it works and how the analytics works and all that stuff, you can reach out to Lizette or I. We're happy to set an appointment. Or Keith. I'm sorry, Keith. I'm not trying to forget about you. Or Keith, our marketing specialist.
Totally agree. All three of them. All right, guys. So it's a great day. I'm hearing a lot of background noise. Can you guys mute yourselves? No, I'm going to mute somebody.
Hold on. I got it.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we have our At Home in Northern California commercial link. I'm not going to play it this morning, but if you haven't been sharing those with clients that you are trying to impress and list their homes, please make sure you do. Those of you that attend our listing series classes know that demonstrating is better than just telling someone, right? So you want them to see and feel and touch what you're doing for them. And then I just, oh my gosh, Brooke, when I saw that this was the commercial of the month. For any of you who don't know, the 23rd is National Puppy Day. And this is one of our old time favorites. And for the rest of you that don't know, Coldwell Banker is one of the largest supporters of adoption for pets and dogs across the country. And in real estate, we are the largest supporter. So I'm going to play one of our award-winning commercials that I hope doesn't make me cry anymore. I've seen it enough. You would think I wouldn't cry, but.
Oh no, Jennifer, I cried last night when I was checking the link. So
this is such a great commercial. So and you can use these with your dog-loving clients, people. All right, here we go. As it spins. Is it going to work today? There you go.
Who's this old guy?
Oh, that's Cooper. Yeah, he's seen a few of these. Most people like they got the younger dogs. But one day your time will come, huh, Cooper? Sweetheart, what about these puppies? Oh, they're cute. How about you, baby?
Honey puppy. Mommy, Daddy. That's it. That's the one. What's his name?
Cooper.
Hi, Cooper.
The Coldwell Banker Homes for Dogs project has helped find homes for thousands of shelter dogs. Because our agents don't just understand real estate, they understand what home is all about.
I'm so glad you'll be able to join me today, Cooper. How's your tea?
Yeah.
Oh, it made me cry again.
Yeah, me too.
Anybody else? I can't be the only one crying besides Brooke. Come on, guys. Anyway.
Oh no, I'm
It's
teary
super cute.
I just love these. Anyway, so these are the kind of things you can attach to your electronic presentations in Moxie, have them be an introduction or a closing to something you send a client, or just send out with some of your social media and other things. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to touch the people who have those kind of loves in their life. All right, and I am so excited to welcome someone who couldn't be here today because that beautiful little girl in the middle of this picture is Steve's 16-year-old daughter, and it is her 16th birthday today. So he's not on our meeting, good for him, but I do want to welcome to our Sierra Oaks family, Steve Stone. Yes, he is the one on the left with the baseball cap and the beard. And Steve is a new licensee, and he is Tegan's cousin, and Tegan referred him to us. Super excited to have Steve join us. He has a very strong sales and direct client contact type of business background and is super thrilled to get into real estate. It's been a dream of his for many years. So when you do get the chance to meet Steve, he'll be in the office Friday having some meetings with various staff, including IT. Come by and say hi. He's a great guy. All right. So hi, Steve. He can't say hi because he's not here. All right, Sierra Oaks staff. We have a long list here of people to support you. Please use your support staff. Anytime I hear that somebody has struggled with something for hours before making a phone call, it just rips my heart out. We are here to help. And if you don't know where to go, start working your way down the list. Somebody will tell you who can do what if you're not sure. And I'm always here. And if I'm too busy or in a meeting or something, I'm never too busy for you. But if I'm in a meeting and I don't respond right away and you need help sooner, reach out to Brooke, Lizette, Stephanie, Amy, all of these nice ladies, and all the way down to Keith, Dustin, Jeff, Jacob, our IT guy, if you need IT help. They're all fantastic. And our partners with Guaranteed Rate Affinity, Cornerstone, and American Home Shield are listed at the bottom 3. So those numbers are there as well, and emails.
Jennifer,
right.
Sean Jones has his hand up.
Yes, Sean Jones, how can I help you?
I just wanted to double check that Lizette's doing the sign request now.
Lizette is doing the sign
That is
request.
correct.
Yes. Yes.
So Amy she doesn't really do anything for us any longer. Is she going to transition completely out or what?
She is a backup for us if we need extra help, but she is in the Elk Grove office now full time. So please don't feel like you can't call her if we have people out sick or we're unavailable and you have an emergency. I realize sometimes that can happen. But again, the people who are doing the signs up and signs down, that's Lizette. Closing things out in MLS or doing MLS is Brooke. And then we have a new announcement. Stephanie Bunch is going to be transitioning to our CB Fair Oaks office and is going to be their full-time administrator. You all know Kim Stetson. She was with us as our office administrator for, gosh, Kim, what? Was it 2 years or a little less than that?
I think it was about 2 years, Jennifer, maybe a little more.
Kim is on here. Kim?
Yeah, this February would have been 2 years.
Yeah, so, but as most of you know, Kim received a promotion when a new position was created for the region, and she's been supporting multiple offices in a higher level position. But in the meantime, while we're interviewing and finding our new office administrator, who Kim will be training, Kim is going to be our full-time office administrator helping us out here. So you'll see Kim here in the office. She will be your go-to on your demands, your closings, all of that fun stuff. Kim, do you have anything you'd like to add? What can we do to make this easier for you?
No, just let me know right away if something is not happening for you, not getting done. Some things may kind of get lost in translation in the shift from Stephanie to myself. So try to minimize that. Just keep letting me know if something's going on, and let me know when things do close so I can get those closed for you quickly.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And for anyone who doesn't know Kim, because you're super duper new, Kim is fantastic. And I know that this will be a great transition, and it will be simple because she'll be all over it. So don't worry. Thank you, Kim, for helping us. And this is effective literally tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And they're really transitioning today because we're copying them both on things that are going on. So the transition is better. Right, Kim?
Yep.
All right. And congratulations to Stephanie. This is a great opportunity for you. All right, Sierra Oaks.
You forgot one thing. Lizette will be out of the office on Friday, guys. So on vacation. So if you need anything, come to me.
Is there a reason we're not telling everybody why she's out?
No, it's her birthday.
Yeah, it's Lizette's birthday on Friday, so we're giving her the day off. We do that for people in the staff.
Thank you.
So happy birthday to Lizette.
Yes. Thank you. Very excited.
Yeah, we're excited for you too. All right. And then just a reminder, when you come into the office, physically come in, please sign in at the front desk. We're just keeping a log in case someone gets ill and we have to do contact tracing. We're not expecting any issues, but we have had to do it a couple times in the past year, and we didn't have a list, and it makes it a little more challenging, and we have a lot more people coming in at this point. So thank you for your help. And of course, if we see you running by and Lizette is sitting there, she will write your name down, but we can always use your help. Thanks. And then here are the recording links for the 3-part listing appointment series. We've completed steps 1, 2, and 3. We did not intend to have a 4th class, but after the 3rd class, there were many requests to have an objection handling in listing appointments class separate from the other 3. So we're doing that today at 1 p.m. Jeff Talani and I are going to be co-leading that. And we spent quite some time yesterday going through various objections and objection handlers, and we're going to be providing a lot of good information after the class and sending it out. So look forward to seeing anyone who decides to attend. I sent the class out to the office with the link to join the Teams meeting. If you don't have it and you need it, let me know, and I will re-forward it to the office if I get more than one of you requesting it. Okay. All right, and this is so exciting. I want to congratulate 3 of our fabulous agents. Most of you know at this point that every quarter, the company, Realogy Brokerage Group, honors the top 1,000 sales associates of the quarter across the entire company. Considering that the company has more than 50,000 sales associates, that is a huge feat to make that list. And Sharon Diarelli, Jackie Merchant, and Tegan Boberg all made that list this last quarter. So congratulations, join me in celebrating them. And if you see them, just give them a high five. I think that is so fantastic. So great job, guys. Deep dives, well, obviously I canceled the one for today. So when you see the Clients for Live deep dive on here, know that it will be rescheduled. But the Listing Concierge deep dive will be next Wednesday. Yes. Did I hear something?
I'm going to make this brief because I'm in a meeting.
Okay.
For my office. Yeah.
I think Joe's on the phone. He's not muted, Jennifer. Hold on.
Yeah.
Can you mute him? Okay.
Yep. Got it.
I thought he was talking to me. Okay. I can't see that part of the screen when I have the presentation up. So sorry, guys. All right. I'm going to talk about these slides, Lizette, before I turn Marketing Minute over to you later, okay? I want to talk about boot camp. We have a new pilot education program for new licensees. It is being piloted across the country. This is the first time that we're doing this, and it starts in April. We're doing this because even though we've had AMP for quite some time, we feel like there are more basics that need to be covered for a new licensee. So if you go into Sales Pro now, you will see modules for 3 separate weeks that are in there. It's 3 hours a day from 12 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, starting on April 6th. And the reason we've broken it into 3 separate registration modules is we do believe there will be some of you who are experienced agents that may want to register for maybe one module rather than a whole 3-hour session, because you might be interested in going to the objection handling and negotiation strategies, but not want to go to CMAs and absorption rates. So we broke it up so it's easy to register just for the piece you'd like to attend. This is open to everyone, but it was specifically put in place. If you are a new licensee or new to real estate and you feel that you are not super strong in all these areas or really don't know anything yet because you're very, very new, please register and plan to attend. If you have questions about it, you can come see me. And I can also put you in touch with our education lead, Jeff Branchotti. Jeff is fantastic. He will not be teaching this boot camp. It's going to be taught by his counterparts out of Arizona and Utah, I think it was, because he is simultaneously during those times teaching AMP. So again, we have these wonderful resources across the country, and they are full-time real estate trainers. So this should be wonderful. I'm looking forward to feedback. So anyone who goes to this, please let me know your thoughts. And again, once we know that it's a success, it'll be going into some of the pre-recorded training that you can watch on demand. And for anyone who doesn't know, we have that now. Please let me know, and I'm happy to send you the access to those. All right, and this, Jackie Merchant, are you still on the phone?
Yes, I am. Hello.
I don't mean to just call you out. I think Destiny went to a couple, at least a couple sessions of this. I can't remember everyone who attended, but I'm pretty sure you went to all 4 of the sessions of Outlist Outlast the first time we did this series. Can you give me your thoughts on this program? Because I was so excited to see it back on the calendar, and it starts on April 15th.
It was terrific. In fact, everything you're talking about, I just always feel like I want to take things again and do more of it. And yeah, I just think the basics and repeating it and having systems is just everything. So it's excellent. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I remember you really, really got in there and utilized it and did the stuff. So it's a multi-week series. It is very, very, very good. And it's a national course that we teach in every market. So it is not taught every month. So if you're interested in upping your game and you are already experienced in going out and taking listings, I highly recommend this course. It's one of the best I've seen in the 20 years I've been doing this. All right, book club. Who's finished the book? Say aye.
Aye.
Yes, that was Sean. I know that voice. Anybody else want to speak up? I just finished it. I got to say, I think this is my favorite so far this year for various reasons, but I learned a lot from this book. And I'm going to be going back and taking some notes on the things I was learning. Sean, what are your thoughts at this point on the book?
I liked the audiobook so much, I bought the hardcover book.
Oh, no way. Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
So I could go through and highlight things, and I was going to sit down and take notes. I just didn't want to listen to the audio again, but I could if I wanted to, and I figured just have the hard copy for reference. And I actually utilized one of the I don't know what they call it, but one of the systems in the book. Method on an agent the other day, and it got them all freaked out, and they sent over a loan contingency and removal post haste. So
you know, it's great stuff, and it really, really helps you to understand who you're talking to, read them well, and understand how to relate better to people. It's not all about just, you know, I think some people think negotiating is manipulating. It's not as much that. It's knowing how to talk to somebody and understand them and get them to a place where everybody, you know, where you win. And
yeah, I think the most important thing for me to find out is the different types of negotiation and the things that we thought we knew about negotiation and getting what we want is completely wrong.
Yeah, that's true. If you learned it 25 years ago, you need to read this book or listen to the audiobook, because a lot has changed, even in the FBI negotiations and what they teach in the universities. And this stuff makes sense. It feels right. So again, if you haven't read the book, even if you're not part of the book club this month, I highly recommend this one. And again, we'll be doing the book club on March 26th, this Friday at 4 p.m. So I hope to see a bunch of you there.
Oh, real quick on the book. I think the guy does a video series on YouTube too. Who recommended the book to you?
Actually, Richard Gore recommended the book
Right.
initially.
Right. So Richard confirmed that last week or week before last. He said that there's like it's not a TED Talk, but something similar to that. If somebody wants to watch somebody on a video, it's Chris Voss, the author of the book, is on there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. Can you guys see my zip form screen that's trying to launch because it timed me out?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm going to pull up an SPRP. Who can tell me what an SPRP is? Guys are quiet. I know there's some people on here who've recently used one, but you don't have to talk. I'm going to be talking about it.
Seller property.
Who was that? What?
The seller replacement property addendum.
Very good. And that was Destiny. And I know you recently have looked at this and reviewed it, and even you ended up utilizing it, right? Or did you?
Yeah, we used it.
All right. So this form, like the COP, makes a lot of agents very uncomfortable on both ends of the deal, whether you're the one sending it or whether you're the one receiving it. So I thought it would be important to cover it right now because we're seeing a lot of sellers wanting to create a contingency to cancel the sale of their home should they not be able to find a suitable replacement property in a short period of time or a reasonable period of time. If any of you haven't experienced that, just imagine how it feels to be selling your home, knowing you need to move, even if you have a rent back within a certain period of time, and knowing that you're out looking for homes and you're not winning when you write offers. I know you know what I'm talking about. So this can be used when your seller is selling the home to create a contingency that could potentially allow them to cancel the sale of their home to the buyer that's in escrow. So I just want to go through it pretty quickly, make you aware of it. And if you have questions when you're utilizing it, you can always come to me and we can pull it up on the screen and go through it together. Or you can just call me with specific questions. But basically, it's an addendum to the purchase agreement or to a counter offer. If you want to put this in place, it's probably better to do it before you end up in escrow, because not a lot of buyers are probably going to let the seller put this contingency in place after they're in escrow. So most likely you'd be doing it to the counter offer right there. All right. Then you fill out the top information, which is pretty straightforward. And then we're just going to read through it. This is a one-page short form. The seller's purchase of replacement property. The agreement is contingent on seller entering into a contract to acquire replacement property. Seller shall, within either 17 days or whatever number you put in there, so you could make that a longer or shorter number, after acceptance, acceptance of the purchase of the seller's home, right? Remove the finding replacement property coverage or cancel the agreement. If seller does not remove the finding replacement property contingency in writing within that time, buyer, after first giving notice to seller to perform, may cancel the agreement in writing. So it does create a contingency for the buyer as well, right? It also says B instead of A. You could check that box and say seller has entered into a contract. So let's say the seller's already in escrow to buy a property, and you put in the escrow holder and the escrow number, and C, you want this to remain in place. It says close of replacement property. The seller has to be able to close, or they could cancel the sale of their home. So this could be really good for someone who's really a nervous Nelly, and maybe you're nervous about the purchase they're making. Maybe those people are trying to buy a house as well, and you've got a string of these people. We all know how precarious that can be and how much stress it creates for all the people involved, right? So this is just a way to relieve some people's stress. I realize it also can create some stress for people that are in escrow to buy a house, but again, we're in a tough market right now, so you need to know about this and at least let people that you're working with know about it. Time periods in the agreement for inspections, contingencies, covenants, close of escrow, and other obligations that commence from date of acceptance shall begin the day after seller delivers to buyer a written notice removing the finding replacement property contingency. Or you could check the box to have them start right away as they are specified in the purchase agreement, because that's typically what people do, right? But again, if you don't want the buyer to have to run out there and start spending money and doing inspections, you could give them the ability to hold off on starting those things by leaving this 2A in place and not checking that box. And that way they won't feel like they're out spending a bunch of money and maybe the seller's going to cancel. So it's a little bit nicer than having them start spending money when you don't even know if your seller's found a house. Buyer's deposit. Buyer's deposit shall be delivered to escrow within 3 business days after seller delivers to buyer a written notice removing the finding replacement property contingency or as specified in the agreement. I had a lot of agents ask me about this, and a lot of them are checking the box if they have the seller who's putting this in place, because at minimum they want the buyer's deposit in with the escrow holder, so they at least have that there should the buyer, not act in good faith in other ways. That's really a decision the seller makes, right, when they take this into consideration. And then close of escrow. Buyer and seller agree that seller may extend the close of escrow date for the sale of seller's property for a maximum of X additional days or until whatever date by providing buyer with written notice at the time seller removes the finding replacement property contingency. So, and then there's a space for other terms, but what are we always taught about writing in our own contract language? Anybody want to volunteer there? We're not attorneys. We haven't passed the bar. If you're going to write something in, it better be really straight, clear, and specific. Please don't start writing things that would be considered legal language or acting as an attorney. If you have questions about the difference, come see me. But that is there if there's something super simple you need to add that isn't covered in this agreement. Even, I will say, a lot of times when we write language in, it isn't clear to all parties. We might think it is, and it creates more issues than it assists. So it might be good to run it by a second set of eyes anyway, just to make sure you're not doing something that's going to create confusion. Even after the expiration of the time for the finding replacement property contingency specified in paragraph 1A, seller retains the right to remove the finding replacement property contingency or cancel the agreement until buyer cancels pursuant to paragraph 1A, which is the paragraph at the top of this page. Once buyer receives seller's written removal, buyer may not cancel pursuant to paragraph 1A. So is that pretty clear, guys, or clear as mud? Any questions on this? Because I have another form to cover as well. No? You guys are quiet. All right. Let's go to, we also have a lot of people who are retaining possession at close of escrow, sellers and tenants, after a buyer purchase of property. We sent this form to the office in March, late March, right after the lockdown last year of 2020, basically at the end of the month, because there were changes in eviction laws at that time. The direction that was given when we sent this out was that this should be used in every transaction. It's a disclosure and agreement regarding eviction law, so that we make sure people understand that things had changed and they need to investigate and speak to people who are experts in that area if they're going to allow people to remain in their home as they're buying it, right? So I'm not going to read this whole thing to you. It's a very short document. And then attached to it is a quick guide that was published by CAR at the same time in March of last year regarding the COVID-19 Tenant Relief Act. So you need to provide this in every file where you have a seller in possession or a tenant in possession. If you don't remember receiving that email, I can show you that it went out. Many of you, though, that joined the office after that may not have been aware of this, so I apologize for not bringing it up again sooner if you joined in the last few months. But come to me if you have any questions. The form can be found in your Coldwell Banker Forms library in zip forms or in my CB desk. You can search by forms at the top of the page, and that'll bring up all the CB forms available to you, and they're in alphabetical order. Okay? Any questions? You are super quiet when we talk about contracts, guys. Makes me a little nervous. All right, Partner Corner. Chris Lippy with Guaranteed Rate Affinity, our preferred mortgage lender. Chris, would you like to take the floor?
Sure. Good morning, everybody. We are winding down to the end of Q1, and I just wanted to thank everybody for their support thus far. Wanted to remind you, if I can get this shared properly. So our special we've been running for 2021 with Coldwell Banker with a $500 credit is expiring March 31st, 2021. So essentially we'd have to go into contract and be locked by March 31st to honor this credit that we're giving. And it's been really beneficial, especially, you know, if you figure the appraisal prices are generally about $500 to start. It's essentially waiving the appraisal fee. If they're getting an appraisal waiver, we then apply the $500 against their $1,290 lender fee. So we've been able to be really competitive with price matching when applying this. I've had several transactions that opted to choose us because our fees were so low. In addition, if you're doing a VA loan, which doesn't have any lender fees anyway, because we already waived the $1,290, you still get the $500 applied against the $600 appraisal. So it's a great benefit. This marketing piece should be available on Coldwell Banker's marketing website. So if you wanted to send out a last minute blast to your database or anybody that you know, is about to go into contract in the next 7 days and is shopping lenders, let them know that they would get an additional $500 off our lender fees. And that's, again, due to expire at the end of Q1. So again, just really, really beneficial. Want to take advantage of it while we can. March is shaping up to be another record month as far as regionally. Sorry, my screen's lagging. We're looking, Sierra Oaks is going to have a really strong month. We've got 9 transaction close. We're due to close 15 transactions this month. As a company, can you guys hear me okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, sorry, I got a lag. My screen completely froze, so I can't see anything. I just want to make sure you can still hear me. But I think we've got like 354 transactions closed with, you know, several more pending to close this week. Month end is always crazy. So keep in mind that if you have a transaction closing in the next 7 days, be in communication with your lender. You know, if rushes need to be ordered to get docs out on time. I'm seeing a lot of lag on the title side, not any particular company in general, just as a whole. Because under COVID restrictions, everybody's still doing mobile signings. If the borrowers can't sign by 1 o'clock, or excuse me, can't sign by noon, and we don't have a scanned funding package by 1 o'clock, we can't table fund the same day. So I would recommend that anybody that's trying to sign at the end of the month when volume is especially stretched, and especially as title has a lot of docs to get out, to make sure that you're communicating really well to make sure that you can meet your close of escrow date. There's been a couple transactions lately where we had the docs there in time, but then title couldn't find a notary, or you know, we couldn't negotiate the logistics of the packages in time, and it pushed the closing date out an extra day. So just a reminder, being the end of the month, to make sure that you're in communication with both your lender and your title company on all the logistical things involved in the closing. I know it's been really busy. I've been spinning out a lot of letters, a lot of offers the last week. So I'm anticipating, you know, we're going to have a lot of new contracts coming in April. So I really appreciate your support. Again, we're always here for you. If you guys need anything, feel free to give me a call if you have any questions. I did want to comment. I know I talked a few weeks back about putting together an in-person event for March. That ultimately was declined because we're still kind of under a COVID restriction where they're not going to approve, our marketing and compliance department isn't going to approve anything in person, at least right now. But we're hopeful that into April and May, with restrictions loosening, we will be able to schedule that event. So we kind of pushed it to Q2. So stay tuned for that. But if you guys have any other questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me as usual. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris, so much. And before I go on to our next partner, I want to mention, you mentioned you had like 15 that were supposed to close this month. I never cover this on a weekly basis, but you guys, it is amazing how well you're doing in this office. So our Sac Tahoe region is up over last year at this time by 27%, but this office is up 40% as of yesterday morning, 40% above where we were last year at this time, year over year. So we are absolutely killing it. And that is because of you guys, because I don't write those deals. All we do is help you get them done, right? So congratulations. I'm so excited for all of you. And Chris, excited to hear we have 15 more of yours closing. So that's awesome. So Cornerstone Title, I see Dan Lupina, and I didn't even look to see who else from your team is on the phone, but good morning.
Good morning, everyone. And today I want to talk to you. I think Kathy's on the line as well.
Hi, Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Just wanted to bring up to you guys, our, as everybody knows, kind of the trend. What we are seeing a lot of right now is our 21-day closes. And so what we are trying to do is get, if you guys have orders, your pre-sales, go ahead and get them opened up with us. You don't want to be the party that's holding up your transaction for anything. When we get our title report, we just want to be able to clear it. There are a number of things that could come up that we need to clear. So it could be tax liens. We could see somebody may not be on title. We may need to get a death certificate. We may have to deal with solar or just a number of items. And just getting those title reports opened up ahead of time before you guys go live and accept offers, it's really going to help out all the parties involved. Again, to meet your contingencies, you guys don't want to be the ones holding up, passing up a clear title. So if you have any questions on that, then yeah, please reach out to us. More than happy to get that done for you. We know you guys put us in your notes, you know, that escrow is pre-opened up with a certain party. And here, if we are seeing the sellers paying at least half the escrow fee or the owner's title policy, we're really not going to lose too many orders on that. And we know occasionally it will happen, and we are okay with that. But it's really helping out right now with offices and governments and recorders still being closed to the public. It takes extra time to get some of these items cleared. So yeah, that's all I have. Kathy, you want to add to that?
Just we are utilizing several, just touching on what Chris had mentioned, we are utilizing several mobile notaries. So there should not be a holdup with us with mobile notaries. So just another little, we do have several that we use, you know, consistently and have great relationships with. So it's another little.
Right.
Yeah, I should add, I wasn't talking about Cornerstone. I was.
No, I know. I didn't.
Transactions with random title companies.
And if you guys have a notary that you love to work with, reach out to us and we could get them approved. So that's another big thing is a lot of you agents have somebody and everybody has to be vetted, have the proper errors and omissions coverages. And if there's somebody that you like working with, please let us know. I'd be happy to get them approved as quickly as possible. So it helps your relationship and it helps everybody with the closing as well.
Thank you, Kathy and Dan. And I'm going to bring something up because I've noticed many of you doing some deals outside of the greater Sacramento area, outside of our Tri-County area. Keep in mind, Cornerstone has offices and places to sign people in other markets here across Northern California. I know one of our agents has a listing, I think in San Jose right now, if I'm getting that right. And I believe, I'm hoping she's working with Cornerstone based on the conversations I've heard. And Dan, you've been fantastic. You and I haven't had a chance to talk, but I've heard some really good feedback from more than one person. So thank you for everything you've been doing.
Thank you very much.
And always thank you to Kathy. So reach out if any of you, well, Kathy and I talk all the time, it's different. All right, thanks you guys. And I want to give Cheryl Gomes an opportunity to share.
Good morning.
American Home Shield.
Can I share my screen real quick?
Absolutely. Please do.
Hey. So I just wanted to let everybody know that American Home Shield, we are turning 50 today. And because we're turning 50, it's time to celebrate. And we're celebrating with giving our NHD a $50 price until June 30th. So it doesn't matter if it's the natural hazard disclosure, tax, and enviro, or just the natural hazard and tax. It's $50. So I'm so excited about it. I'm happy to order them for you. Just send me the information or have your TC send me the information and I'll order it for you. Let me know if you guys have any questions or if you want a sample report so you can check it out. But I'm here for you guys. And thank you so much for always supporting me. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. So a $50 report, what a great opportunity to try one if you haven't done it yet. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Brooke. What was that?
That's right. Just wanted to let you know that Sean Jones has his hand up.
Oh, okay.
Sean?
Yeah, I had a question for Cheryl.
Yes.
Did the price of the Shield Complete go up?
The price of the Shield Complete went up to $625, and it went up because now it has unlimited refrigerant. Prior to that, the Shield Plus doesn't have unlimited refrigerant. So we pay up to $10 per pound if we have to put refrigerant in your air conditioner, and then the homeowner is responsible for the rest. With the Shield Complete, there's no charge. It comes with the refrigerant. So it's $75 more, but the cost per pound of refrigerant can vary from $80 to $180. So that $75 to start with, when you're getting the warranty, is more than applicable to make up that price difference down the line should we have to add refrigerant to your unit.
Is it possible to get a new updated price sheet?
Absolutely. I'll send you one right away.
Thanks, Cheryl.
You're welcome. Cheryl, my pleasure.
Are the
Yes?
ones we have in the offices current? Have you dropped off the new ones?
Yes, I did. I put them in the drawer in the back.
Okay, great. Lizette and Brooke, if you guys can make sure that's what we have back by the copy machines and we don't have any old versions, that would be awesome. Okay?
Sure.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Okay,
May I
thank
say
you so
something?
much.
Sorry, Jackie. This is Jackie. Cheryl, the other day you did, it was so helpful. You sent me that digital version of the choices, the warranty. Maybe everybody wants that. That was really helpful to me.
Okay, I will send that out so everybody has a copy.
Send it to me, Cheryl, and I'll add it in our recap that goes out today.
You got it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you. All right, I am going to take the screen back, Cheryl.
Okay.
Here we go. Boom. All right, we are going to talk about the listings that have come on the market that haven't sold yet. And that's amazing because they're selling so fast we can't even get them on tour. All right, so Richard Gore, I know you're joining us by phone and you're up in Tahoe, you stinker, skiing. Are you able to pitch from there? Uh-oh, we might have lost him. You're on mute if you're trying to talk.
I think we lost him, Jennifer.
I think we did too. He texted me less than 20 minutes ago, but we may have lost him. He says,
I'm here.
Oh, you are here. Hello. Would you like to pitch your listing on Pembroke?
Yeah, this is a great Arden Manor, essentially located inside Arden Manor, not at the edges on Watt, which is not the greatest spot. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. The garage was converted. I had Amy Parker measure it because we had differing measurements. So it is 1477 square feet. Really cute unit. It has been updated new flooring and paint in the last year. And there's currently tenants in it. That's the important piece, is there are tenants in it through September 15th. And so whoever buys it will be inheriting the tenants. They would love to stay. However, they are aware they may need to vacate the end of their lease. It's a great spot. There's only showings this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. both days, and use showing time. The tenants are gone for the weekend.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Richard. All right. Have a great day up there.
Thank you.
Sarah Green and Jeff Bister for 9905 Del Surf Lane in Elk Grove. Which one of you is going to pitch your listing?
Sarah.
Sarah? Sarah?
Okay, I guess I am. So it's in Elk Grove. It's very clean. The gentleman that lived there didn't live there for very long. He was gone a lot. So it's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, actually. It is 1578 square feet, and we have it listed at $429.99.
Very nice. It's very clean. Now we're going to quickly just run through what the other offices put out because we want to make sure that you know what's on the market and wasn't pending as of cut off at noon yesterday. So
Jennifer, Real quick before we go into this, guys, I just want to remind you that tour is the cutoff to get your listings on tour is noon on Tuesdays. And then to put something on tour, you need to use the link that is sent out in the emails I send out on Mondays. You can also find the link in the Sac Tahoe private Facebook page. And this is not something we're doing in our office. It's a regional thing. So I have no control. So if you don't get it in by noon, I can't, it's probably not going to go on tour. So just remember your cutoff is noon on Tuesdays, and yeah, and you need to fill out the.
I gotta butt in here. So she's sounding almost apologetic. I hope you all remember that we switched to this format of doing it regionally by really huge demand from all of you across the region that you wanted to see everybody's stuff and you wanted your listings going to all of the 800 agents in Sac Tahoe so that everyone in every office was notified when you had a new listing. So we did switch to this regional format quite some time ago, but to do that, we do need slightly more time to put this together, which is why the cutoff is at noon on Tuesday for the Wednesday morning meetings. So I apologize. I know some of you are reaching out after that time, and there isn't a way to take care of it at that point because they literally are finishing this thing at the time you're reaching out often, or they're already done with it. They send it to us on Tuesday afternoon. So it is finalized. So if you have a listing coming up, just reach out early. And if you don't know how to do the link, we can send it to you. We can find it for you, but we need to know much earlier than noon on Tuesday. Okay? And if you have a coming...
Sorry, Jennifer. Holly Hooper has her hand up.
Yes, Holly. You're on mute, hun.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I hope you can't see me. That's all. I pray you can't see me. But anyway, can I talk about our listing that's coming up tomorrow? Or is it
Yes.
today?
No, it's okay. I'll just go through these other ones in a minute. Go ahead.
Okay, because I get confused. Sorry. Yes, Marie Leatherby has this fabulous new listing at 3947 Scotty Way, Sacramento 95821. It's over by that park that I can't think of the name of it. It's so fabulous. It's the same house that's in Arden Park that sold for $900. This is $599. It's turnkey, beautiful. Like I said, it's going to be on the market, open house this weekend. Hopefully look at offers on Monday, Tuesday.
Awesome. Thank you
and
for sharing.
it's 4 bedroom with 3 bath, 2 and a pool.
Nice. And you know, on the page for Sac Tahoe, if you guys haven't already, and Brooke and Lizette can help you with that. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Destiny, I think you were next.
Jennifer, this is Dorothy. Can I get that address again? I have a buyer for that house. That's Scott.
Holly, what's the address again?
It is 3947 Scotty Way and 95821. Our sign's out front already.
And we can't see it this weekend, or we could see it
Saturday. They're going. They have 5 kids. They're going away for the weekend. Saturday, Sunday.
So we can't see it before then. Okay.
Okay.
Can we see it Sunday also, or
Yes, Sunday. Yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. All right, Destiny, you're on.
Okay, so I have a listing going active Friday. My phone's going crazy. On Friday. So it's in Elk Grove. It's literally the best house in Elk Grove for under $400,000, and I'm not even joking. So it will be listed for $399,990. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, completely renovated. And I posted photos about it a couple of weeks ago that it was coming soon. But I finally got my pocket buyer into contract, and they are selling, and we are super excited. So it has new HVAC, new water softener, new floors, new carpet, new kitchen. I mean, it's all brand new, perfect for an investor. HOA is $76 a month. It's at the end of the complex, so it's not tight. Tons of parking, and we are hoping to be in contract by Sunday. So if you have any buyers around 400, which I'm sure a lot of us do, I'm pretty sure it'll go FHA. Don't really want it, but we could take it. Let me know.
Awesome. Great job. All right. You know what? We'll just go through the offices, additional buyer and seller wants and needs, new listings, and then I'll show those other listings. So what else do people have out there?
So this is Dorothy. So the clients I'm looking for, and I'm going to go look at this Scotty house, but I need to find a 4-bedroom, at least 2 baths, with a pool, under 650. And it's for this little family that just adopted 4 little children, and they really need a new house. And we just put their house in contract last night. So without it even going on the market. So anyhow, we really need something for them ASAP.
Oh, what a good story. So if you guys can help Dorothy out, she's got to find them something. All right. Thank you, Dorothy.
Thank you.
All right. Who else? Oh, come on. Somebody's got to have something coming up or have a need. I know you have needs. No? Hey, morning.
Dorothy?
Destiny, somebody in the chat's wanting to know what's the address of your new listing.
9534 Sunlight Lane.
Thank you.
And I also have photos being taken on Tuesday, Monday, I can't remember, back of a listing. So that'll go active next Wednesday probably. So if you have anybody in Vacaville, that one is also a really great home. 2,200 square feet, 4-bedroom. It's a split level, completely brand new kitchen, like super, super nice. It's at the end of a circle, so a huge lot that wraps around the entire house. Solar, the whole 9 yards, and that one's going to be listed at like $619, I believe.
Awesome. I talked to you on the way to that listing, I think. Nice. All right, we have 2 more people with their hands up. Sharon Diarelli.
Hi, I just wanted to put it out there if anybody has anybody looking for a house in West Sac near the Nugget. I have a new listing. It just got signed yesterday. I tried to put it on tour, but it was too late. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-story, but it's got a downstairs ensuite, the main ensuite, and then it has a brand new pool and a beautiful sunroom that costs $25,000 to put in. And so there's not a lot for sale over there, so I wanted to put it out there in case anybody had anybody looking in West Sac. We're still working on a price, probably going to be $600 to $650, somewhere in there.
If you want to put it on the Sac Tahoe Facebook page, because we have a West Sac office,
Oh, yeah.
I would do that because you've already got the listing agreement signed, and you can also use exclusive look and shoot it out to Coldwell Banker across the entire area.
Was going to do that today. Thank you.
Awesome, good job.
And then Bonnie Peterson.
I have a want.
Oh, we've got Bonnie and then Tom. Okay, Bonnie, you want to go first?
Karen, I am interested in more information on that West Sac house. And Dorothy, I have a listing agreement signed for a 3-bedroom plus a study, and then also it also has a living room near Garfield. I don't know if your buyers would be interested in that. It doesn't have a pool, so I don't know how critical that is, but they've got a couple of kids and a dog, and they're doing all the cleanup, trying to get it ready to list, and it's supposed to hit on the 7th.
Well, can you go ahead and send me that info? Because I'm looking for anything.
I will. Yeah, and I
Dorothy,
think it would be a huge relief for them if they could get it into contract, because they're looking to move to West Sac. So.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, I'll send you that.
All right.
Thank you.
You two. Awesome. Tom Harvey.
Jennifer, this is Richard. I have something too.
Okay, Richard, you can go after Tom, okay?
Perfect.
Yeah, this is Tom Harvey. I've got a house that's coming up. It'll be on the market 1 week from today on the 31st. The address is 4525 Elizabeth Avenue, 95821. It's at the end of a cul-de-sac. It was designed in 1985 by an architect. It's a very, very nice adult house, 2,300 square feet, 4 possible 5 bedrooms. It's a 2-story. It has radiant heat flooring. It's just a very, very.
All right, Darth Vader.
Backyard is a killer, and night with lights at night, no pool. And it will be listed for $695.
Nice, nice. Anybody want to talk to Tom right away on that one? All right, thanks, Tom. All right, Richard. Richard Gore?
There he is. Richard, your turn.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I have two multifamily needs. One is up looking for duplex or triplex, pretty much anywhere in quote unquote decent neighborhoods. Up to 500, would like to stay closer to 450-ish. And the second one is up to 800, most likely 7 to 750, but 800 could push it. Looking all over, surrounding areas of downtown, even out into Carmichael, Fair Oaks. The Arden Manor property, they're selling a couple, and the proceeds are going into a 1031 to purchase a new property.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Richard. Anybody else? Buyer, seller, wants and needs. New listings? Nothing? All
Hey,
right.
Jennifer's birthday. I just have a quick question. What do I do? Because I'd already put my listing in MLS, but we weren't going to go live until the end of April. What do I do about that when they're in contract and the seller was the one that brought me the buyer, and I double-ended it last night. So I don't know what I do with the MLS now, because
Call MLS and tell them what happened, and just let them know the seller brought somebody to you going on the market now, right? And somebody else? I hear lots of noise in the background.
Erin Kennedy has her hand up.
Who was that?
Erin Kennedy.
Yeah, so wait, Dorothy, if you have questions, call MLS and talk to them. They can walk you through it, okay? All right. Erin Kennedy, you are on. Hello.
Hi. I obviously a newbie, but I am reaching out on behalf of an acquaintance that is part of a family trust, and they like to acquire condos in the greater Arden Campus Commons area. So if anybody has any condos or townhouses coming up in Wood Lake, Woodside, any of those areas, let me know.
Perfect. And you
Thank
guys
you.
were all introduced to Erin last week. She's new to the office, new licensee. And thank you, Erin, for reaching out and asking. They will reach out if they do. Hello. All right. And just a quick ask for everybody who comes into the office sometimes to join the meetings, because I know off and on there are many of you that do. When you're in the open space in the office, if you're able, can you please use headphones? That way it doesn't echo or overlap with others that are nearby trying to do the same, okay? And if you don't have headphones, you can go into the huddle room, or you can go into one of the conference rooms if they aren't occupied, okay? Let's see, if there anybody else, I'm gonna pull the presentation back up. We're over our time, but this has been great. Lots of sharing today, I love it. Let me throw this down, go here. I'm going to skim through these real quick. I'm not going to talk about them, but you'll see that there are a number of listings that came on in various areas that are on tour. These were emailed out to you. Feel free to call those agents directly if you have questions. You guys can see my screen, right?
And one reminder again, guys, that this tour is not to be sent out to your clients. It's not a public piece of information. It is for internal use only.
Hey guys, Erin Stump. You're not on the call, right, Erin Stump? No, okay. Next, Marketing Minute. Lizette, you are on for today. This is Lizette's day.
Hi.
And I'll control the screen unless you want to take over.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a short and sweet marketing minute today. We don't have that much, just some reminders. As you guys know, we have our bronze package. So now we have 4 packages available for you guys to help sell yourself and get the next 3 listing. The price is $159, which I think it's amazing because you spend $100 on just sold and $100 on just listed. So that's already $200, and this just comes with the photography, a lot of social media stuff, download property flyers, so everything's done for you. It doesn't have any printed like a brochure or anything like that, but I think it's a great price. Anything you guys want to add to the bronze package?
Nope, I think that's got it covered. And we've had a couple people order them this last week since it was introduced. Looking forward to your feedback. Should you go down this road, let us know if you've placed an order. Would love to hear.
Thank you. And the printout for the view. So just a reminder that the silver package is 1/12 of the page. There's no headshot, but still good advertising. The gold is 1/6. The platinum is 1/3 of the page. And those are all the magazines you get to choose from. We also have 14 Bay Area publications. And it looks like Dale Apodaca was featured on The View this past month. Was it this past month, Brooke?
I believe that's what Dustin said, or on the current version of The View is Dustin said he believes that's Dale Apodaca's listing on the front.
So congratulations, Dale.
Where's the View magazine?
It's digital.
And that's part of the choices in the LC?
Yes. Let me pull it up really quick so you can see. We have copies in the office if you want to. Actually, if you look inside what's in Sacktown and Sacramento, they actually call that The View, right, you guys? Hold on, I'm pulling it up so you can see.
Does anybody have any stats on which publication has gotten them the best responses? Because, I mean, just personally speaking, I haven't gotten, I mean, I know it's not about getting responses because most of the time the properties that I've had in there, they're already sold by the time it gets in the magazine. But I'm just curious if anybody gets any responses from any publications, and if it's the Bay Area, which ones?
We could definitely look and see if there's any stats on that. I don't know, Brooke, do you know if there is?
I have stats on like Sacktown and Sacramento magazine, meaning like who buys them, who subscribes to them, that kind of stuff. I don't think I have anything right off the top of my head about like statistics from people actually seeing the CB sections and calling an agent, but I'm sure we could find out. I'm sure that Dustin and or Cammie can get us that information. So we can check into that.
I'd love to just hear if anybody in the office had any thoughts on these staff meetings as well. That'd be great. Thanks all.
Can I share something?
Of course, Tara.
I don't know, I just consider myself lucky in this case, but I have done this stuff like listing concierge, which I really love because it's really good to just send these things out to people when you like apply for listings and stuff. But I have gotten 2 leads, which I never ever thought out of the TV. And out of all these agents with all these $1 million homes, like with my transactions that I've done, I've gotten 2 leads. I recently got another call and I go, where'd you find me? And they said, we saw you on the TV show. That was really fun. Second time.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you shared that. So Tara, will you please send us a little testimonial on that? The challenge we have, guys, is if you guys don't tell us, or if you're not asking people where they saw you, we don't know. And we hear all the time, like to answer your question, Sean, gosh, a couple of years ago, I know I heard a testimonial out of one of our Southern California agents that he got a call from the magazine in their area and definitely sold a property. We also had somebody from Southern California call off of the Sacktown magazine that they were looking at and sold a house here. So it does happen, but the problem is I doubt most people even ask when they get a phone call. I don't think most of us are programmed to say exactly where did you see the house or where did you find me? So we should be asking that. It would be good to know. And often people see you in multiple places as an agent, and then they reach out because you're so familiar, right? I mean, that's the whole goal of the program. Your face is everywhere. You are everywhere. Your homes are everywhere, not just with a sign in the yard and on the internet on the same old pages. Does that make sense?
That's awesome that Tara shared that, because I mean, especially that little half an hour TV program, if you get 2 calls from that, that's awesome.
That is awesome. Well, that thing is widely watched for anyone who hasn't looked at the stats. We have huge viewership for that. I just don't know when the phone rings. I really don't. All right, I'm gonna go to the next page. Lizette, you're back on.
There's
Hold on,
someone who has a
real quick,
question.
guys. Sharon Diorelli has her hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sharon. Hello.
Oh, I just wanted to chime in that my West Sac listing that I just got, the next door neighbor saved my listing concierge just sold postcard for a year, and that they called me, they saved it, and so I wanted to chime in on that.
Thank you. Thank you. God, I love that you're all sharing today. That means it's working. I never get to hear. This is awesome.
Send us your
That kind of story, Lizette. That kind of stuff, guys, would be great if you could send us emails on that with a short little blurb on testimonials, because we're really working on getting actual like agent testimonials on our tools and pieces like that. So Tara, if you could send me an email, Sharon, if you could send me an email with that kind of stuff, that would be really helpful. We'd really appreciate it.
Perfect. And sorry, Lizette, we have so much engagement. This is awesome. Go ahead.
That's good. Our Clients for Life this month, March, was our 5,000 online shopping by Amazon. And you guys still have time to send it to your social media and check your analytics. We were talking about that earlier. If you guys need help with that, reach out to Brooke or I, and we're here to help you with that.
Yes, yes, and do it, do it, do it. All
And
right.
for April, we have a staycation giveaway, which is awesome. The grand prize is for $1,500. The email goes out on the 8th of next month, and the proof, I'm sorry, you guys get to see what's going on, change the verbiage if you want, and the email is delivered on the 13th. Make sure to put your contacts in Prospect Square, the primary sphere, to go out to your sweepstakes. But if you guys need help with that, like I said, Brooke and I are here to help.
And I want to add something to that, Lizette. I was on a call, and I don't remember if it was one that you guys were on as well, or if it was just the manager team, but they were pulling up different people's Prospect Square accounts, and it was distressing to me to see how many people had contacts in Prospect Square, but they weren't in primary sphere as the category. If they aren't in primary sphere, this stuff doesn't go to them, guys. So make sure you double check. And if you don't know how to do that, reach out to Lizette or to Brooke and let them help. We want to make sure your stuff is working the way that you expect it to, and it will not go out just because the names and emails are in there if it isn't in the right category. Okay?
Let me jump in on that. Sorry, I'm so sorry to interrupt, Lizette. On that, Jennifer, they won't go out automatically. It doesn't mean that you guys, if you do want to send something out and you have names and contacts in a separate list in Prospect Square, we can send stuff to that list. It's just a little bit more of a manual issue. It's not going to be automatic. It's not going to go out when everybody else's go out to their primary sphere.
Yeah, so if you're looking for it to be automatic, you need to check that. I guess that should have been my message. Sorry about that.
And that's why we say it's important to check the analytics. So reach out to us if you guys need help with that. It's super easy, and it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it is. It's fun to go in and see who's looking at your stuff and who's registering, right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a gift certificate or win something if you go to the Marriott right now?
Right, I want to win. But anyways, talking about testimonials, if you haven't put your contacts in Prospect Square, we have Pat Kwan's testimonial. He's a El Dorado Hills top producer, and he says the Clients for Life program and these giveaways during the year are awesome. Even if my clients don't win, the opportunity to engage with them in Disneyland tickets, home improvement gift cards, bridge dinner, all the great ways to engage clients. Keep them coming. So like I said, it's just a great way to engage with your contacts and stay top of mind.
There you go.
And these are just some, these are brand surf. We talked about this, but now there's these really cool market share assets for your social media. The Sacramento, thanks Sacramento, that looks super cool to me. I haven't really gone in there to play with, but I'm gonna totally do it. Also, these are super cute. I don't know if you guys saw Brooke and Jennifer on Facebook changed their profile. I was looking at them. I was like, oh, how does she do that? And I found out how to do it yesterday. So if you guys need help with this, this is your Guiding You Home campaign. Brooke or I could help you with it too. It's super easy.
So I just want to tell you guys, I'm going to do one every day. I would love to see as many of you as possible do social media posts at least once a week, if not every day. And you can put any picture you want in there and change the verbiage. If you look, the guiding you to the place is the verbiage that's in there. And then you add your own to finish it out. And then you get to put your own personal pictures in there of your family or something fun, whatever you want. And it took me, I did my own. I didn't even have to have Lizette and Brooke do it. I felt like I was a superstar. And it took me less than a minute to create the ones I've done. If anybody saw, I put some stuff out there last night with my kids flying kites at the park last night. It literally took me a couple of minutes after I got back from the park. So would love to help you guys. I'm here to help as well. Okay.
And these are just the social assets for April. Again, we're here to help if you guys need help with getting those.
Perfect.
And we talked about this, I believe it was last week, but the Global Luxury Price Lookup Tool, just a reminder that it's on desk. If you hit on marketing, then Global Luxury, you enter a zip code. And because I guess the minimum list price has changed for Global Luxury. So if you guys need help with this, again, reach out to us. Anything you guys want to add?
If you see something, if you put a zip code in and the price it shows you looks really odd to you, like way too low, please reach out immediately to Brooke or Lizette so they can let me know and I can email the appropriate people. These updates were just done in the tool, and I hear there are a few glitches in certain zip codes, but they haven't given us a list because I don't think they're aware of where all the glitches are yet. So that's what happens when you have somebody in there entering new data, right? So we appreciate your help if you identify something odd.
All right, and then if you guys haven't joined our Sac Tahoe private group on Facebook, super easy, just scan the code below and you guys will be right in.
There you go. And if you don't know how to scan a code, you probably do after this last year going to restaurants and scanning codes for menus. If you don't, just give us a call and we'll walk you through it.
And then these are the upcoming classes on Wednesday, March 24th, which is today. It's Build Your Brand with Design Concierge. Tomorrow is Leveraging Listing Concierge. And on the 30th, it's Create Your Own, your Contact Strategy. And I believe that's all I have for today.
You do, that's it. And we're going to do our drawing for anyone who's still here. We are 20 minutes past the hour. Let me get myself back
All
in.
right, here we go, guys. I'm going to draw some names.
All right.
First one, Destiny Slot Tower.
Yay! Congrats!
And the second is Jackie Merchant.
Congratulations, both of you. Yay. All right, everybody. Go ahead, Brooke. Anything else?
I was going to say, and we actually changed it up a little bit, guys. We have Starbucks gift cards or Dutch Brothers gift cards. So if you have a preference, Jackie and or Destiny, let me know.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, everybody. Make it a great day. And if you want to come to the objection handling workshop at 1 o'clock, I look forward to seeing you there. If you need the link, reach out and I'll send it off. All right.
And please make sure you guys remember to actually leave the meeting so the recording kicks in and doesn't take like 6 hours like it did last week.
Yes. Thanks, Brooke. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.